not slipping.
This ain't what you Project X, This ain't what you
What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? This streamer Atrioc gets caught doing the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. QTCinderella's response to the situation, as well as one of the worst Klein clips I've seen in a long time. The meanest girls I have ever seen get exposed to the entirety of the internet. E2023 has been announced, but with a huge major twist and more. So yeah, you guys know the drill. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and yeah, allow me to lay it on you. So guys, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. This is the biggest news that happened yesterday. It's about Atrioc. If you guys don't know, there was some Twitch streamer drama that happened that just kind of was maybe one of the most embarrassing stories that I have ever seen. Moist Crypto Man said, insane Atrioc drama. Essentially, this all started because Atrioc was streaming on twitch.tv and he decided to alt-tab out of one of his browsers, and for a quick nanosecond, it showed all of his tabs that were open, and one of the tabs that were open was that said website. It's a AI created one using deepfakes, where they basically are able to take top female streamers, 20 to 30 of them, and take their faces and put them on bodies and actually show them doing stuff. It's absolutely freaking wild. This information got exposed on live stream fails. It went absolutely viral, and which Atrioc came on Twitch to issue out an apology. You can see him here on the left, and you can see his wife over here on the right. As you guys can already imagine, this is going to be a very awkward situation because the people that Atrioc was looking at are people that he's actually friends with. Maya and Pokimane, QTCinderella is also on there as well, and he's very good friends with Ludwig. So just very awkward in general to be everyone in this picture.
Stream to like create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like we call booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on this stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then at 2 a.m., you know, I've been watching so much. I've been reading so much AI stuff. I'm reading all this stuff about AI and deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these discords, and I just feel so embarrassing to me. But I was on Pornhub, dude. I was on a regular ass normal website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every video for this. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every video.
So yeah, that's kind of 1 minute of the video that he made. It kind of goes like that for the entirety of the apology. But Atrioc makes it very clear that this was a one-time thing, not something that he's been doing, not a reoccurring pattern. His wife eventually actually comes on board as well and apologizes on his behalf as well, which is absolutely freaking wild. For those of you guys who don't know, I actually already looked at this extensively last night on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. And yeah, when I was looking at this, I remember at this point in time, I felt really bad for Atrioc because this was the first thing. He seemed like he was crying. He seemed like he was really upset. Seemed like he was very bothered. It seems like he's very remorseful. He's going to go to Japan soon, but I don't even know if he's going to be able to enjoy his trip to Japan. It just seems like this is a really, really wild situation where, yeah, he got, you know, really freaking horny and decided to go off and venture. The problem being, in my opinion, is that he actually paid for the services for this to happen. Okay, this wasn't just a couple of clicks, and then he eventually stumbled upon some path, and then he was like, oh, well, this is 2 a.m. I kind of accidentally got here. You actually have to pay to get access to this, and when you pay, you are actually supporting the people who are going out here and making these deepfakes of these women, and these women who feel violated, and they're doing their best to get this content taken off of the internet. So even though he has probably created a community that's safe for women on the public, in the back end, in the private, he's supporting the people who are making their lives worse passively. So yeah, after his apology, everyone roasted him on Twitter and made fun of him and laughed, and a lot of people made comments talking about how this is a big deal, how this is very problematic for women in general. One of the biggest responses that was made was a Twitch streamer by the name of QTCinderella. She is the creator of the streamies that are going to be happening this year, and she's also the girlfriend of Ludwig, and she's very funny. You probably know her from that. And yeah, in this situation, she decided to go live, kind of like off the brim, off the cusp, but just to share her feelings on the situation. And let me tell you, this is very, very heart-wrenching, but the response to this is Klein actually replying to it as well, which I'm going to show, that absolutely freaking pissed me off.
This is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. Genuinely, probably. And I'm sure everyone in the world would tell me not to go live right now. I'm sure everyone would. I'm like, don't even want to look at my phone. I'm sure everybody would. But I wanted to go live. I wanted to go live because this is what pain looks like. This is what it looks like. Fuck the internet. Fuck the constant exploitation and objectification of women. It's exhausting. Atrioc for showing it to thousands of people. Fuck the people DMing me pictures of myself from that website. Fuck you all. This is what it looks like. This is what the pain looks like. If you are able to look at women who are not selling themselves or benefiting off of being seen sexually, they're not benefiting, they're not selling it, they're not platforming it themselves. If you are able to look at that, you are the problem. You see women as an object. You should not be okay doing that. It should not be a part of my job to have to pay money to get this stuff taken down. It should not be part of my job to be harassed, to see pictures of me nude spread around. It should not be something that is found on the internet. It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be a part of my job. And the fact that it is exhausting. And to the person that made that website, I'm going to f***ing sue you. I promise you. With every part of my soul, I'm going to f***ing sue you. That's all I have to say. I know I shouldn't have gone live, but I couldn't do it. I'm so exhausted, and I think you guys need to know what pain looks like, because this is it. This is what it looks like to feel violated. This is what it looks like to feel taken advantage of. This is what it looks like to see yourself naked against your will being spread all over the internet. This is what it looks like. That's it. That's all I have to say. Goodbye. I don't condone the behavior of anybody involved in this.
So yeah, super tough watch, but I think absolutely necessary. And this is probably the message that needs to be spread out the most, because the people who are definitely most impacted by the situation are the women who are basically being used on these daggone websites and then having their pictures being spread out everywhere so that creeps can monetize off of it. And as much as I kind of wanted to feel bad for Atrioc in the situation and keep him at a human level element in terms of him just being like somebody who realizes he's ruined his career and he's ruined his friendships, I thought about it a little bit more extensively, and I was thinking to myself, if this was something that actually occurred and happened to my friends, and I stumbled upon something like a 2:00 a.m. and I found this website, I think my first freaking reaction would actually be to share it with my friends. I'm pretty sure even the horny would not be able to take over the fact that I see a whole bunch of women who I know who are my friends being taken advantage of in this website, and I'd have to share it with them to alert them like, hey, this is something that needs to get taken down. That's kind of the realization that I came to when I realized this situation happened, and after seeing QTCinderella's pain as well, because I don't know any of these people personally, but if I did, I feel like that would be my response. But guys, to wrap up this entire situation, I bring you this clip here of Ethan Klein, which is probably one of the most upsetting and annoying clips that I've seen in a while. A lot of people make jokes about H3 Ethan Klein because he makes a lot of edgy jokes. He makes a lot of bad jokes that people don't like or approve or whatever, but he's actually looking at the video that we just saw of QTCinderella, and as you can see, it looks like he's already trying to hold back a laugh, but it gets even worse from there.
What is going on with you?
I'm sorry, don't mind me.
If you are able to look at women who are not selling themselves or benefiting off of
What is
being
going on
seen
with
sexually,
You're a monster, dude. You guys are crazy.
Why did you do that? Zach, what the f, bro? You're evil. Evil. Dude, what the f, bro?
So in case you guys don't understand what happened here, Ethan basically told one of his staff members to play this audio track, the chestnuts roasting an open fire thing. It was a reference to a prior video, I believe, or a prior stream where they played this song during a clip, during a moment where someone else was giving a similar speech or something like that. But it was all supposed to be made out as a joke, and they decided that this joke applied to QTCinderella in this specific situation. This then eventually led to Gila, Ethan Klein's wife, actually leaving the podcast early before it was supposed to. She claims that that potentially it was because the stream was going on for too long, but a lot of people are inferring that maybe that she was uncomfortable with the joke that was being made early. So this is the clip of that as well.
I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
Are you bailing on me?
Bro, what
We
is
almost made it
going
through. We're-
on today,
Wait,
man?
we've almost made it through.
I'm bailing on this show.
I'm just in goblin mode. I can't help
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to sit here through this.
Yeah.
But also I have work to do. I didn't know we were gonna go on from 10 a.m.
10 more
until
hours?
2
Yeah, I know.
2 p.m.
Have we been going 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
3.5.
So y'all really can't complain because I went 4 hours, okay?
Who was complaining?
I don't want to see any threads crying about me being a jerk.
Complaints.
So yeah, absolute garbage. It's interesting, guys, because I've seen a lot of like tweets and threads and stuff about H3, and I never jumped in on the dog pile of him and his new transformation of his new content. Huge fan of his old content, like most people say, and I was also a huge fan of kind of like frenemies, him and Trisha Paytas for a while. But yeah, he has kind of been devolving into something else that I kind of find recognizable. But this is probably one of the worst clips that I've seen from him that honestly made me angry, because it takes a situation that is really hurting a lot of people, like to the core, and for him to kind of laugh it off with this kind of dark humor thing, not something that I'm feeling with, and I don't vibe with it at all. But yeah, guys, that's the whole situation with Atrioc, the deepfakes. You got QTCinderella, you got Ethan Klein's response. As of now, people are waiting to hear from Pokimane and Maya, the two people that were actually featured and showed on the actual picture itself. There's probably a few more streamers that are probably going to come out and talk about it as well, and when it does, I'll let you know. And also, there is more than likely going to be a response from Ludwig, who is obviously the boyfriend of QTCinderella, probably on his Muggle Mail channel at some point. So this is not the end. My guess is that people are still going to continue to talk about this. I'll give you guys updates as they occur. Again, I've told you my personal opinion. I've talked about it on Twitch as well, but I really feel like at this point, what needs to happen is some kind of movement where people come together to try to end this kind of content, because with AI getting more and more worse, I don't see this going away. I think this only gave it more publicity, and the only way to stop this from festering within the community is to attack it. I don't know if that means suing people. I don't know if that means trying to get websites taken down. I don't know what means reporting it, but whatever that movement is, I hope that I can be included with it, because it's absolutely garbage for women in general. So guys, this is absolutely freaking ridiculous, okay? E3 2023, the world's biggest gaming expo for years, is officially obviously going to be happening this year as well. However, there is a major twist and a major catch that just got announced. Exclusive from IGN says that they have learned from multiple sources that PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo won't be a part of E3 2023, which is absolutely insane, because those are the three biggest guys to do it. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitch, or you guys follow me even here on this channel, I've been talking exclusively about E3 and how there is a chance that this would potentially happen in the future, okay? Because PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, they all have their own showcases where throughout the year, periodically, they just do their own E3 for just themselves, making it so the point where they come to E3 almost not that big of a spectacle. I would also say that possibly with the concept of the Game Awards, hosted by Jeff Knightley at the end of the year, maybe people are starting to feel like E3 is becoming a bit too redundant, and yeah, but huge news that PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo won't be a part of it. My boy Introspective in the comments saying E3 hasn't been hype in recent years. It was still watchable, but this is pretty much the nail in the coffin for most of the usual viewers. Another person saying, Nathaniel Brandy, I think E3 is officially dead. Glad I was able to attend the last couple good years. Yeah, I did attend one maybe like, I'm gonna say 5 years ago. I can't remember which one it was, maybe 4, but I went there. It was absolutely crowded. I honestly had a really hard time having a fun time because it was so many freaking people, but it was cool to at least say that I've been to one E3. But yeah, that's just a quick update about E3 2023 kind of being canceled. I mean, I'm still going to watch it, guys, like we do every year. Okay, and I'm going to try to watch it and see what they got to show and stuff, because I mean, it's not every day that you get to watch cool events like that. So yeah, I will definitely be there. But man, it's like the end of an era, and the Game Awards is only going to continue to get bigger and bigger from here. So kind of seems like there's been a flip-flop or a switch. I don't know how you guys feel about E3 2023 potentially getting worse and worse every year and or dying, but yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments below. Well, guys, before we get further in today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Dave, Banking for Humans. Guys, it's the new year. I know one of your goals is to secure the bag and get your money right. Spend less, make more, get out of debt, but sometimes you can't always plan for the unexpected. And that's where Dave can help you if you are ever in a tight spot. Dave is a banking app that could get you up to $500 $500 instantly with extra cash if you're ever in a pinch. There's no interest, there's no credit checks, there's no late fees, and millions of people have already downloaded the app in order to get the help they need. Because guys, I get it, there's nothing worse than trying to hit your goals, but then getting sidetracked by some unexpected expense that comes out of nowhere. Like, that stuff is frustrating. Stop worrying about being blindsided by some of the things life throws at you and take comfort knowing that Dave has your back. So yeah guys, what are you waiting for? Download Dave today at dave.com/omni. That's dave.com/omni. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve, member FDIC. And again, special thanks to Dave for sponsoring today's video. So my boy Skittles said MrBeast practically doing the Lord's work. Now, if you guys don't know, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, we talked about how MrBeast was basically getting canceled for saving 1,000 people from blindness by curing their blindness. And this video led to him being canceled or being compared to the Antichrist. We talked about that in detail yesterday in yesterday's video, but there are a few updates from this situation. Pop Crave content creator MrBeast goes viral after paying for 1,000 surgeries to cure blindness around the world. He also gave away 10,000 to a select number of patients, 50,000 to an incoming college student, and a new Tesla to one patient who has always wanted a car. After the video has released, MrBeast said, "I did not expect this video to do so well," where he received 50 million views on this video in one freaking day. And during this entire time, a lot of people were fighting back and forth about MrBeast and his antics, talking about whether or not it should be okay for him to profit on taking care and giving people money or not, if that success is well worth it, if he has some skeletons in his bags. Even I kind of got accidentally mixed into the drama because I communicated with somebody named Brianna Wu, who's apparently some girl from Gamergate. I'll give you guys an update on that as well. But all of this hatred coming towards MrBeast on the internet for taking care of people, it's led him to making this tweet where he said, "Twitter, rich people should help others with their money," in which he says, "Me, okay, I'll use my money to help people, and I promise to give away all my money before I die. Every single penny," in which Twitter responds and says, "MrBeast bad," which summarizes the situation completely. For those of you guys who don't know, Jimmy, aka MrBeast, when he makes these videos, he's usually always at a negative. There's usually not even profits from his videos because he ends up spending money or giving more money than what the actual videos are worth. He has talked about this extensively and said that he does not actually make a profit from these videos where he is actually giving money back, whether he's paying the people that are in the videos or he's taking care of the expenses to make the videos, like going on the air flights, paying for the production, paying for the teams. All the expenses incurred are more than the profits that he's gaining back from whether the sponsors or from the revenue of the video itself. Just in some of the replies in this thread, you can see KSI saying, "Twitter is just full of sad and stupid people," in which Roberto Blake said, "It's the vocal minority." At least that's what I keep telling myself. That's what I keep telling myself too. But if you looked on Twitter and even on Facebook and some other platforms as well, there is a large amount of people really upset at MrBeast or trying to find something wrong with his content. Like, at the end of the day, after he's saved 1,000 people, people are saying like his thumbnails are cringy or are terrible or what he's doing is bad, or he's got some secret skeletons in his closet. They're looking for everything. I didn't really tweet much yesterday, but I had a microtransaction with some girl named Brianna Wu, who people told me was like some girl from some Gamergate. I don't know who she was. I just saw the tweet pop up, right? And I guess this said a story in 3 pictures. And the first tweet was this. She had said, "Sorry if this is an unpopular opinion, but MrBeast sets every warning bell I have off. I don't think there's any truth behind his smile or intentions. I think there's inevitably going to be a scandal when some really dark stuff comes out," followed by me saying, "Stop trying to find evil in people who are actually making a positive difference in this world." And guys, frame one, making this tweet, like literally with the fastest and the swiftest of motions, I got instantly blocked by this woman, Brianna Wu. Now, I just want to be very clear with you guys so you understand how I feel about this situation. I honestly don't care if MrBeast is a bad guy. I don't care if he's got some skeletons in his closet. I don't care what he's doing behind closed doors or whatever. I honestly don't care. All I care about is the fact is that he is making more impacts on more people's lives than the majority of the people out there on Twitter, including Brianna Wu, okay? Brianna Wu's impact on people's lives is her making a tweet hoping that it ages well someday where people can say, "Ha, told you so," but I don't care, okay? MrBeast is literally out there changing people's lives. His content went from giving people money to actually giving people life, like quite literally a second chance at life, being able to see, being able to go to work, healing families, taking care of homeless people, giving food, taking shelter, like all of this jazz, right? So in my opinion, man, yeah, no one is perfect and I don't want to hold him to that kind of standard, but also I'm not going to prey on this man's downfall, okay? Of all people, this is not the guy that I would hope to turn out to be a bad bad person in the background. And at the end of the day, MrBeast is one of the few millionaires that I know who puts his money where his mouth is and is trying to make the world a better place. And we need more people like him out there. And there's no reason for people to be endorsing the opposite. It's absolutely wild where you finally have a millionaire who's doing what people want, and then people are claiming that he's the freaking Antichrist because he's doing it too well. It's absolutely silly. But yeah, guys, that's the update on the MrBeast situation. If you missed my video yesterday, go ahead and watch that because I said that I lost all faith in humanity, and that still applies. And yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the situation as well. All right, guys, you probably have already heard about this situation, but in case you haven't, all right, guys, the electrician said the e-girl drama. If you guys don't know, a bunch of really popular e-girls, aka girls who kind of dress up as models or cosplays or whatever, usually they have an OnlyFans or a Patreon or something, got caught being some of the worst people I've ever seen on the internet. They had a secret chat where they would be in the back talking smack about other girls' bars, and they got exposed for doing some of the stuff. And I'm not going to read the entire thread, okay? This I will show you guys some of the worst things that they did say. Some of the worst atrocities of the chat start here, where they say, hey, I'm about to start saying that. Gonna say Steph gave me COVID and called me a C word and the N word. And if she didn't, I'm gonna say that was my experience. She had hers. I need her canceled immediately. I'm about to Photoshop her saying slurs, flames emoji. So yeah, guys, flames emoji for being racist. This tweet, which I actually saw a long time ago, was from a girl who said, I attempted to take my own life days before my high school graduation, and now I'm graduated cum laude with bachelor degrees from one of the country's top public universities. A pretty heartwarming story to see someone who was, on the brink of, wanting to off themselves, and now they are successfully graduated, in which this girl said petition to get her to try again. Wow. Literally, wow. The same girl over here saying, listen, if there's anything anyone can come to me for is doxing and haxing people. And then saying, I am positive that I can scare her crapless. So yeah, so now threatening to say, hey, I can scare off some of our competition. I can scare off these girls we don't like by either doxing them and or hacking them. And guys, it goes on and on and on. Usagi here saying, start normalizing fat phobia. They do everything in this chat by making fun of all of these other girls who are within their own community, calling them fat shaming them, calling them ugly, calling them ogres, calling them linebackers, every name that you can think in the book, and being just absolutely freaking gross. Also saying like, hey, I don't like any drama, but I really love this chat, guys. You make me special, while also spewing some of the worst drama I've seen in a private background. Since then, a lot of these girls have fled the internet. The ads were Little Rory Vert, at Pixel Girlfriend, at Suwiki, Super Etchy. Another girl was Usagi. Most of them have fled. Their accounts are either protected and or deleted because they got exposed. And these were girls with hundreds of thousands and some of them in the millions of followers as well. But one girl decided to issue an apology. And yeah, the tweet longer unfortunately has since been deleted. And I don't even want to read it anyway. Everyone was comparing it to an AI, saying that the apology looks like an AI response, where she was apologizing for her actions, but it just looked completely garbage. But then the reply to that was people saying, hey, this you showing a clip from Discord that says, nah, I'm not kidding. I've curated a community that fat shames people and bullies people. Followed by, girl, why are they mad about the fat shaming to manipulate anything? Just don't eat and go to the gym, heart emoji. Why are they not fat shaming is my question. Please, they use baby and pics to make themselves look skinnier. 1000 IQ. Stop. LMFAO, FAO, FAO. Yep. Guys, some of your favorite e-girls and influencers and people are absolutely terrible people behind closed doors, making fun of you and or the people around you. Sorry guys, this is some really sad and breaking news, okay, within the whole YouTube space and the YouTube poops. Grief and Golem said I might be late, but here's some breaking news. This isn't a joke. Just the account used in is usually for gimmicks. Now, I said I have some unfortunate news to deliver. Yesterday, James Frillis, aka Shaffrillas, and his friend Chris Schaefer and his brother Patrick Frillis were all involved in a car crash in Lay County. Chris and Patrick have died, and James is in critical condition. Chris and Patrick were 25 and 22, and together they all formed the Shaffrillas name, leaving a major impact in the YouTube poop animation and overall YouTube community. And while James' current condition is unknown, I ask y'all keep them and their loved ones in your hearts and thoughts. This has been incredibly heartbreaking for everyone involved, and as of this time, on behalf of the Schaffrillas editing team, all current videos are on hold until we are absolutely sure of James's condition. Please be respectful and mindful during this time. Absolutely freaking heartbreaking. Per Lavender Whaley, has been confirmed that James is alive conscious, and though he's unable to log onto Twitter right now, he is extremely grateful for all of the support. Absolutely tragic news. I hope that James is able to pull through physically, because I know when it comes to the mental, feeling responsible for the deaths of your best friend and your brother, that's something that's going to take an entire multiple lifetimes to get through. That's going to be one of those kind of remorseful guilt situations that he's going to be battling for a long time, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I remember a long time ago, I was driving in a car, this expedition. I had my sister actually in the back seat and my best friend on the right seat, and I got into a freaking car accident similar to that situation. Luckily, I was driving an expedition and the car accident wasn't too bad, but like I cannot imagine losing two of your most important people all at once in a situation like that. It's very, very, very sad. And I'll let you guys know if there's any updates, but obviously thoughts and prayers are with him so that he can recover smoothly. And I'm sure there's going to hopefully be a GoFundMe where they can help support the costs that have been involved from this accident. Very, very tragic news. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, do me a favor and just like the video. It lets me know that you made it to the end of the video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also come follow me on Twitch. I've been streaming almost like every weekday, usually after these videos come out, and I do what's called Omni After Dark, where I basically talk about some of the topics that we missed. You guys are on Twitter, and I can't cover all the topics, so we'll cover all the topics, and some of the topics we do talk about from here, we go into much, much more deep dive territory. So it's kind of like a Omni Plus bonus thing. So yeah, come support your boy and come follow me on Twitch. I'll catch you guys probably later this evening on stream, and I'll probably also catch you guys tomorrow with a video here as well. I'm trying to make more content for y'all, okay? So I said y'all wanted more, so I'm delivering. All right. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Peace.